And so, ladies and gentlemen, it is of course time for the North and South Saturday line battle. And as you can see, across the vista of this fine map, we shall find out what's going on. Now, you can see here, Colour Sergeant Hollow from the United States Cavalry. They've parked their horses at the rear and are watching this bridge. As you can see, this fine bridge here. As we make our way across the water. So as you see the bullets snapping past us. No doubt going in the direction of these fine fellows from Louisiana, the 3rd. There's Mark Downey, Colonel Armstrong, Captain Balboa, and Private Reb. Those guys keeping the head down, maybe hoping they can get them to spare or use up all their ammunition. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. You've obviously got round the back here the Commander-in-Chief. Of course, it is Yannick. Lieutenant General Yannick. And now you have another line here from Alabama taking pot shots at the enemy over the far side. You've got these guys sitting on the Riverside Trench from North Carolina. There's Deema checking in with his eyeglasses. Now you can see here, this looks to me like a mortar round has landed there somewhere. So, let's see what's going on as we have a commander on the horse, Haldane from the 1st Brigade. Over here we have Edward Fowler from the 14th New York State Militia. These fine fellows proceeding into battle. Directly behind them is Lucas Tess Lucas's. Good God, what a name. And Fracas. And Lobel Jen. So these guys now moving up towards the opposing trench area. I suppose it's as good as a trench as you can call it. So these guys now engaging, as you can hear, at the opposing forces on the other side of the river. So you can see now over by this great big huge concrete bridge. You can see this line here of Confederate State troops. The North Carolinians, obviously. Musician extraordinaire. This is, of course, Comrade Lenin. Doing his duty, as always. Unswervingly to the end. The bravery of the musicians should not be discounted. And over here is more Dixieland. Louisiana Volunteers over here on the left side. There's Mr. T in there as well on side 2 now. Now, they are taking pot shots back at the enemy. 15th Alabama. Oh no! Poor old Edward Fowler taken down by North Carolina hentai lover. Now, as expected, there are troops there. 11th New York. Now, the reason they're there is because this is one of their favourite ambush spots. Now, they've decided to move forward. So, the 32nd Massachusetts, with Captain Hugo, they're getting set up for a very nasty... Oh dear, that doesn't look good. That looks very commanding officer-y like. So you can see now troops over here supporting their friends from the 32nd Massachusetts. As you can see, all the troops in there. 29 dead against 25. Now, the Confederate States have a disadvantage at the moment because they are down on numbers. So they weren't able to bring this larger army to the battle. as I did before. There's Buffo and his horn. And let's see over here. We have North Carolinians. So this is the area where the 14th New York State Militia decided to stand. And they've obviously had to move back as they've come under pressure from the 15th. Now, here we go. Oh, goodness me. Look at this lot. Oh, a bit of fire still coming in, taking down some of the 32nd Massachusetts. As you've got a guy riding through. Oh, that's what I like to see. A bit of drive-by horning. That's what we like to see. So now they've gone into a skirmishing situation. And the drive-by horn is continuing. Correction, he's not driving by anymore. And he's not horning anymore either. So poor old Buffo taken down. So there is Colonel Devmy from the 11th New York. A fine defensive area they decided to have. And Private Sharp is taken down from 7th North Carolina. There's still some more of the Confederate State forces here. Oh, whoops-a-daisy, Damian Gray. Corporal Damian Gray taking down Matthias, but fortunately there a team kill on behalf of the Confederate States took down his opposing number. So Oakley from the 15th Alabama, Mr. Finn T, Corporal Mr. Finn T no less, and Cappy McLag. Oh, great shot from the New York State Militia. Damian Gray taking down Yannick with a fantastic shot. Let's see if we can find out where that happened. Saved by his fellow comrade. Look at that. So poor old Yannick is no more. The 11th New York are moving back from their original location. Unfortunately, we weren't watching Yannick when he got drilled by the enemy. And there's 55 New York to the smooth. And this guy determined to enjoy the tenty goodness. Private Encrypt. And it turns out that the United States Cavalry is having problems, as the Dixielanders seem to keep shooting their horses. So, you know, these things happen. Opportunities not to be missed. So the tent is up. The barbecue is running. The beers are served chilled. And these guys are now running away from the party. Which is obviously not very good. Must be a really bad party, to be honest, if they're running away from barbecue and beer, but never mind. As is not to reason why this is a war, after all. So, let's see. Okay, so... oh, my goodness. So there's Mr. Noonan. So as you can see, this is a defensive structure for the artillerymen. Now the reason for that is to provide them defense against being jumped by any members of cavalry. So this is built by maker of hot tubs, Mr. Noonan, and in position here, the 4th US Artillery. Don't these fellows look wonderful? There's Seal in there. There's Hamilton. There's Highlander. And Colonel Tor, commanding officer. There's Dizzy. And also we have a gentleman in charge of the howitzer. So there goes the howitzer cannonball. Or the explosive shell, I should say. And here's Drevin. Lance Sergeant, or light artillery maybe? Yeah, that could be it. I'll have to wait and see. These cannons are quite effective. You've still got a few horses around the area. So, oh dear. People are starting to rubber band a little bit. That's a bit worrying. Let's check our pings. Yeah, my ping's reasonably okay. Yeah, a bit of rubber banding going on there. That wasn't good. But, you know, these things happen. This is problems that I've told you about before that occur with the server. because it's trying to do too much, really. So, let's see. Who's this fine fellow? 19th ME, Colonel Francis Heath. And here is the 5th United States Cavalry. Got the dust these guys are kicking up as they're making their way through. So you can see here, stuttering is, wow. They're actually going more backwards than they are going forwards. Wow. Holy crap, that's unfortunate. Really unfortunate. So. There is, of course, the commander of Bacon himself. Brigadier General Bacon, of course. Commander of many oinkers in the field. His personal regiment of battle oinkers are to be feared. And there we go. And so we return after the problems that we've had with the server. We've docked in someone's armpit. That's Reznov's there. And they've moved over to a new map now. Last time this happened, this was probably quite a bit of urban combat that occurred. So you can see all of these buildings. Breakable windows, which means... And Bacon's dead already? Really? Oh, poor Bacon. Oh, the sizzly one is no more. Oh dear, poor Bacon. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. As we move over to see on the far side in this open field area, near the barn, you can see fire coming in from those guys. We look over through the fields on the outskirts. The Confederate army moving in, complete with weird shadows that show on the outside of the building. So that could be an interesting thing. So you can see here the fine members of North Carolina, Pine Knappel and IK Hopper, who have even decided to park their horses inside as well. So here are more members of the Confederate State Army. Lutz there, fine engineer. Mark Downey from the 5th Virginia. There's Yannick making his way out, and it looks like the United States Cavalry has pounced. There we have it. United States Cavalry in, trying to take out as many of the 3rd Louisiana as possible. Let's see. United States Cavalry taking down Brigadier General Sergeant Pepper. Oh, and a slice across the back of Yannick. Oh, poor old Yannick took it roughly from behind. Very nasty. And so that was a pretty devastating attack by the New York Cavalry. Sorry, United States Cavalry. So very effective attack there. And those New York fellows now moving away. Coming under fire from Alabama, North Carolinians, Fluffy Frogs. And here come the New York State Militia charging in. And Cowboy managing to get team killed. Ah, there's Wololo in with the fife. So you can now see from the 55th New York and over here the 14th New York. It's just a mass bunch of New Yorkers bringing the pain, and in some cases taking the pain as Edward Fowler gets stabbed. So poor old Eddie. There's Eddie there, face down on the boards. Unfortunately, is no more. As now, they're trying to fight off the CSA army, who are intent on attacking them. And you can see the 32nd Massachusetts going mad. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can find out where they are. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Oh, whoops, bit of a horse crash there. So, there's the 32nd. Veteran Pain Mace, no less. Ah, that's interesting. It looks like what they did is they bashed a hole in through the side of the building. Maybe in a cannonball, and basically cut to pieces everybody else who was inside. So the 32nd Massachusetts, Private Cow included, complete with Hornist, Bust Robot. And there is Major General Lance, who is unmounted, either on a horse or by a horse. And there's Captain Hugo, his second, looking to see who's out on that corner over there. So, cannonballs come flying over the top of the housing as we move over to see who's in here. Louisiana Volunteers, Takeda Sun, Theodore, and Saituna. Commanding them is Reznov. Now this is where it's going to get messy. Oh, they're running, look out. Shot in the back, Reznov could take a shot in the back. As he's being run down, Reznov in danger. United States Marine Corps boss, Mr. Stephan, takes a bullet. Oh, Robert E. Lee also taken down. Reznov shot in the back by Frobo UK. And there's Z's 226. Sorry, too many twos there. Now, let's see how many. 12 members of the Confederate State Army remain. Most of which are in here. And there is a Comrade Lenin, complete with his horn, firing back at the enemy. Sexy flash art there. Also in from Kentucky, Blitzer, Incognegro, Otots, and Private Matt. So this could be one of the few defensive points for the Confederate State Army. Directly opposite the train tracks is the Union position, held by the New Yorkers. Indeed. And now, the building directly opposite them, that consists of the Confederate State Army, is being hit hard. Lenin doing his best to try and defend, looking for enemies to shoot through the window, and there we go, bit of a teammate kill going on, and Lenin's out with a sword. Let's see what happens as we're watching Lenin, whoops daisy. So, let's see. As you can see, Lenin's still in there. Oh no! Flash Heart, team killing Lenin. Oh, Flash Heart. Oh dear. And we move on to the next round. And so we have reset for the next battle. On the same map. As you can see, moving around amongst the urban roadways. It's a key part of this area. Let's see. Flutes in the background. Fine housing. And in New York, there's Lucastus, who needs a better name. One I can pronounce at the moment. Lobel Gen. So you can see these fine fellows moving in. Complete with drummer. Wallolo. Oh, Private Encrypt taken out by the Apple as well. Look at that. North Carolinian accuracy from the Apples. How about them apples, quite literally. So let's see what's going on. See if we can find them. Here we go. So they're at this halfway point. There's Winterhallis in. And Bacon taken out again. Oh, Bacon, what's going on? That's the second round in a row that poor Mr. Bacon has died within the 3 minutes of the round. Oh dear, poor Bacon. Oh dear, poor lad. So we're looking at the New York State Militia. There's Edward Fowler in a different uniform this time and looking very handsome. As you can see, 3rd LA next to them. Louisianans. There's John McGibbles, famed rifleman of the New York State Militia. Corporal Damian Gray also in. I love these uniforms, they look fantastic. Look at that. There it goes. There's Owen Coleman. And Recruit English Hitman takes a bullet from Reznov long distance. And Brigadier General Monroe from Connecticut also taken out. The trouble is with a map like this is this becomes exactly what it is in the real thing. A battle in between buildings, people taking pot shots. You've got the likes of New York to smooth their building defences, which is a good thing. And of course, Wololo doing his job. Now obviously these guns they're using, pretty accurate stuff. And here is the Confederate state. Oh dear. So you can see Hacks there, trying to build some defences with his hammer. And what's over here? Here's Private Reb. Seems to be outside as Lance is looking out the window to see what's going on. And Tor has just killed one of his teammates, and also managing to kill New York State Militia Sergeant Russell. So let's see as in comes more Confederate State troops, as apparently the United States Cavalry decided to dismount their horses and move into a line. And essentially, because the server set to kill stray horses, it murdered all but 3 of their horses. Now, he's in again, but this with a different name. It's called Swag Ginger Willie. So that's probably the same guy as Ungo Bungo Tungo 1, which is a name I don't think I'm ever going to forget. It's burned into my memory now. And Mailman. Oh, it's so good to see a dev do a team kill. Makes him feel like he's one of us. So let's see what's going on as we are now looking over here at Blitzer, who's having trouble getting over a stone wall. There we go. There's always one. Never mind. Randomly parked horse. And in the defensive building, we have Reznov from the Louisiana Volunteers. So let us see, as fire is being peppered all over the 2nd Kentucky as they're moving into this second building here. And over here we have Dima, who's having a little... Oh! Captain Musil is sliced down by Lieutenant Raider. And in here is some additional horses. There's the Apple. Robert E. Lee, unfortunately, taking a few more bullets. There's Private Phillips. Oh, he's missed. He's got to take this opportunity now. No, he's going to back up. So poor old Plucks there. You've got the 5th VA moving in with Colonel Stonewall. General Yannick also in there as well, as you can see there. Him doing stabby goodness as best he can. Whoops a daisy. Oh, Colonel Luctuous, no less, of the 17th Michigan, trying to defend his base and of operations, which I suppose is this little place here. Now, these... Oh, dear. Okay, hopper comes a cropper. Haha, it rhymes. Unfortunately, from the likes of the 32nd Massachusetts. Oh, good shot by William Jones there. Lovely shot indeed, taking out one of the members of the 32nd Massachusetts. Now, Meh at the back there. Man with a face. Well, everyone's got faces, but a man with a face you won't particularly forget is staying here with all their guys, keeping their heads down. And we shall wait and see. Because it could be that the 32nd Massachusetts are waiting for the command to attack. There is a substantial number of the 32nd Massachusetts on that left side of the train track. Captain William from the Iron Brigade going clutch inside and taking a few shots. Can he... Oh, look, can he deal with this many attackers? Let's see. No, he can't. So poor old Captain William. But that attack by Captain William, that's interesting. That was the signal for the attack by the 32nd Massachusetts. As sponsored by Viagra, apparently. So, means that their bayonets are always kept stiff. So, Captain Hugo in with a 6-shooter, trying to kill off as many of those dastardly Confederate State troopers outside. Bit of stabbing out the window from Recruit Thunder. Trying to stab this fellow who's out here. And you can see pistol fire coming out from 2nd Lieutenant Memphis. Oh dear, everyone being cut down from all directions. Pistol on pistol action. Who's that? Guru Dennis. So much smoke. So much smoke. Oh dear, their Hornist is down. No, correction, there's their Hornist there. Correction, Teddy's just about to take a bullet. So you can see now the final member, 2nd Lieutenant Memphis. Oh no, we've lost Comrade Lenin. Comrade Lenin is down and his music has been silenced. So while the 32nd Massachusetts reload, Captain Hugo waiting. Brigadier General Sergeant Pepper proudly carrying the flag of the Confederate States. Until he gets shot, of course. Who's this? There's Dima in from the cavalry. Let's see what happens. As there's Francis Heath in there, jumping over the two gaps there, and you've now got Private Matt, who appears to be of the feminine persuasion, Volunteer Otot. And we are waiting to see what happens. A-Wing Coleman moving in from the New York State Militia. And there's Sergeant Tabington from the 32nd, taken down. There's Winter Hallis. There's Private Dima in there with his self-repeating rifle. Winter Hallis moving forward. Looking for the enemy, takes a pot shot, unfortunately misses. The enemy do not see him coming. And this... Hey, it's a Hinkle! Hurrah for Hinkle! And you can see here, bust robots from the 32nd Massachusetts. And it's Hinkle in doing his musician. So Hinkle holding onto the flag. 32nd Massachusetts. Oh, Hinkle gets taken down. Dima shoots him from the rear. Poor Hinkle. So there's Veteran Pain Mace. Oh, look at that. That was a fantastic, absolutely fantastic ambush onto poor Brigadier General Sergeant Pepper. So there's Winter Hallis going in. Lots of stabby goodness occurring in this building. Oh dear. And the Confederate States managing to win that. And there we have it. And we're on to the next round. And so, we return to the last round. This, as you can see, the Union spawn. We shall proceed up the main street into this small town. Hamlets left and right. Wooden fences. Stabling. Everything you would expect to see in a small town of this era. And as you can see also, stuff being built as well. The main townhouse. Let's see. It is occupiable. Probably via the rear door. And this is going to be where the Confederate State Army is going to take up their defensive positions. Over to the other side, the church. The 15th Alabama taking up defensive positions in the church. Oh, that's a bit sacrilegious. Henry Guisan standing on the altar. We're going to get some music from Mr. Zebra. Apparently that's all we're getting. So, you can see here the 3rd Louisiana hiding behind extremely large cabbages. So obviously battle cabbages are an important thing in this particular battle. So you can see this is going to get messy because urban battles always do get messy. It's very up close and personal. It's always going to be... Whoops. Okay, I don't think that went according to plan. I could be wrong. However, we'll have to wait and see. So poor Lucas there, blowing up loads of people. And you can see them trying to fire through these wooden fences. They're not going to stop a huge amount of bullets, especially the speed at which these bullets come flying in. Over on the far side, you have the graveyard. With Angron and members of the Confederate State Forces. I suppose it means I don't have to carry them too far to bury them after the battle. More fire coming in from Takeda-san into the likes of Banjo Lord and Private Crixus. Oh, lovely stab there by Crixus. Unfortunately, he comes to rest. Oh, lovely music. Who's playing? It's Comrade Lenin, but of course.
Help! Who? Help!
Having a bit of technical problems with his music today, I think. He's normally a five-fisting drummer. You don't really see him playing the piano that often. As you can see, this is the defensive position that they will see during the battle. And then he buggers off. Flipping typical. You can see here very, very limited visibility. They've got good visibility there and reasonably good visibility down the main road. So it's what they decide to go for. So, aha, the 3rd LA in the cornfields. The 32nd Massachusetts. Let's see. United States. Francis Heath in there as well. As now coming out is Robert E. Lee, moving towards what is the Union spawn. Oh, shot by Francis Heath. Holy crap, that was nasty. As then behind Captain William from the Iron Brigade gets taken down as Incognito goes charging in with the bayonet and gets taken out almost immediately. And Edward Fowler takes down Mailman from the 5th United States Cavalry. So the Battle of the Cabbages is underway. Oh dear, crashed horse. United States, or I should say the CSA Cavalry here from North Carolina in with Hakes. Now moving down the main street to support their Confederate state armies. Friends who are attacking the same area. The flag is placed up, as you can see, a battle going in. Volunteer Bruce with a nice kill. Very good indeed. Unfortunately, it doesn't last very long, as 55th New York, Lucas takes him out. So there's Lucas hiding in the corn, being very evil. Oh crikey, what's going on over here? I think that was an attempt at a suicide, but it didn't turn out very well, as Recruit the Smooth did not actually successfully blow himself up. But all that's coming out of here is an awful lot of smoke. So here's Ryan Jefferson from the New York State Militia having a battle with Wololo and somebody else in there as well. A bit of stabbing in the middle of the field. So Wololo goes down and Ryan Jefferson from the New York State Militia survives. And here are the 15th Alabamans forming up into a line, making their way down and going into the cornfield. The New York State Militia moving in with Edward Fowler, complete with those lovely gold epaulets that just mark him out to be a very big target. But you know, them's is the breaks. Jan Arild, Colour Sergeant from Louisiana. And let's see how many Union players left. 13 Union troopers remain. It's definitely not here. Ah, this must be the new range of submarine horses that the Union troops have had delivered recently. As you can see. Not affected by all waterborne issues. So now it looks like they've got the Union troops on the bank and on the run. There's Meh and there's Captain Hugo cheesing it along the right side of the river. Reginus, it looks to be pretty much all of the 32nd. On Puff in there as well. Captain Hugo gets taken down. P. Jester. And there's Major General Lance. Oh, Major General Lance catching a bullet there. So Major General Lance is currently damaged and is fighting against an unknown enemy. So, who'll be that? It's a horse-born Comrade Lenin. And Comrade Lenin gets taken down. So John Wayne takes him down. Oh dear. Ottot there with a nice team kill. More fire coming in from the 32nd Massachusetts. These guys were prepared. Standing there taking aim at the guys. And charging in. So these guys waiting for them. Opportunity. And there is Lance in there going in, waiting for an opportunity to have a slice. Oh, look at this. Oh dear. Damien Gray being taken down by Sahal. Oh, poor old Lance is no more. And out in the fields, P. Jester manages to cut down one of the enemy. Tabington going balmy. And there's Seal. So, let's see, Colonel Armstrong. And who are they fighting against? It is, of course, P. Jester. Oh, lovely. Slice into seal. Fantastic stuff. So, P. Jester, is he the last man? He is the last man. Oh! Oh, my goodness. Lovely saber slice from P. Jester across one of the enemy's faces. Took him down. This is fantastic stuff. Oh, good block. Oh, and then a team kill. Sir Howell taking down his colonel. Oh, look at that. Oh, pro skills from P. Jester. This is fantastic stuff. 7 versus 1. Can he go clutch and take down all members of the Confederate State Army? Oh, he's badly damaged, but he's doing a great job of blocking. Another slice, and he takes down Ryan Jefferson, dodging left and right to try and avoid the bullet. Is he going to try and get him? Let's see what's going on. Oh, and he misses him. He misses him. He's going in for the slice, and another slice in takes him out. P. Jester going balmy. Look at this. This is fun. This is absolutely brilliant. Oh, P. Jester then taking down another. Oh, 1v1. P. Jester. P. Jester versus Cowboy. This has the potential. Oh dear. Oh, good dodge there. Looks like it's going to be hand to hand. Oh, first slice, second slice. Oh, the Union won the round. P. Jester goes clutch and takes out 8 members. Maybe even more than that. 9 members of the opposing army. Holy crap. Man of the match goes to Mr. P. Jester for a wonderful end to a battle which was unfortunately plagued with problems. We thank you for your patience, and we'll see you next time.